Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos. Voy a ver si consigo establecer la conexión con nuestra querida... A ver si nos sale hoy. Esto es una aventura, ¿eh? Esto es una aventura, a ver si se conecta nuestra querida Lotta y podemos pasar un ratito con ella. A ver, a ver, a ver... Bueno, de momento no la veo. ¿Cómo estáis? Luego os voy avisando mientras llega Lota que luego desconectaré los comentarios, porque al final nos distraen más que nos ayudan. Y bueno, si tenéis alguna pregunta o tenéis alguna cuestión, nos mandáis un mensajito por privado y aquí está Lota. A ver. Y lo contestamos. A ver si aparece. How are you, Lotta?
Fine, thank you.
How are you? Do you hear me well?
I hear you very well. Do you hear
Okay.
me that well?
Yes, I'm going to... Better now for me. Okay.
This is like a talk show, yes?
It's like a talk show. Yes, I don't know if I am the interviewer or you are the interviewer or what.
You are the interviewer.
Well, let's see how it goes. I tell the people that I'm going to disable the comments because even though we appreciate all the people who is joining us today, the comments distract a lot, and
Yes.
so let's see as if we were.
Is
Well,
my cut?
yeah, just a tiny bit.
I
Better,
have cut.
better. Well, before deciding the comments, let us know how are you doing.
I am very fine here. We have had a lovely day. I had my practice. No, first I had my coffee. 2 coffees.
Yes.
Then I did
Two.
my practice and with Andrew, and then we went to the forest. No, then I went to my parents' house outside, not going inside, and I brought some newspaper and sweets and things for them, and then we had a lovely walk in the forest with the cats.
Oh.
And the sun is shining today, and it's very cold, but it's warm in the sun.
Here in Madrid as well. We have a sunny day today, tomorrow no, but today we are enjoying a sunny day. And how are things going in Stockholm with this situation?
We are keeping distance, and it's not many out, but we are following the rules that is set up, and I think people behave very well, and we have if you are together with people, you really need to know that they are healthy, and you only spend time with the people you know, so you trust them. So it is quiet. We are not so many out. It's many people outside walking, but it's really it's okay. It's very calm.
Okay.
And and you?
Oh, the image just froze. Just the connection. The connection looks like it's not working very well. So sometimes we miss some words, but in general, I think that we get the idea of the conversation. So no problem. Maybe it could, and we have to reinitiate the conversation, but no problem for the moment.
See me?
Okay. I can see you, but I can see you move.
I'm frozen.
Got frozen. Yeah, you're frozen.
Still frozen.
So maybe we have to cut and mi inglés, y reiniciar and reinitiate. Okay. So things are more or less normal there in Stockholm. We're in Madrid here. We have to stay at home. That the measures are quite strict now because here the things are quite bad at this moment. So we do hope that at least in Stockholm you can enjoy, quite a normal life for the moment.
Yeah, almost normal, but not normal.
Well,
it is it's a peaceful. I find it a little bit more peaceful than not many cars, not many people stressing around. So it's nice.
It's
But
quite nice.
yes, but it is scary too, of course.
Okay, okay. And because Lotta, you are such an inspiration for all of us. You are a great inspiration for people of all ages. You, how old are you?
I will be 54 in August. So
54.
I'm still 53.
53. So you are a huge inspiration for all the people who doubt the practice is for everyone or not, or because of their age, because of their condition. And you have been practicing Ashtanga yoga for how long?
20 years. I
20.
started when after my second child, and I was like 30, 32, I think, something like that. So that means I have been practicing more than 20 years. But yeah, you know, in the beginning, I just did once a week, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't realize what it was until a few years later. So, but always Ashtanga.
Always Ashtanga. You have not practiced other yoga styles?
No, I don't know them.
And how did you know about Ashtanga? How did all start?
It was actually my colleague at work, because I am a hairdresser too. My colleague at work, she started to do Ashtanga yoga here in Stockholm, and I was quite weak after having William, my second child, and I was very skinny, and because I was breastfeeding him for so long, and he ate everything up all the time.
Yes.
So I was quite my immune system was low, and you know, I was allergic, and I got some asthma actually. And when I got that, I felt like, no, I have to do something about this. So then I started to practice yoga.
Okay.
And I haven't had any asthma since then, but I can feel some time. I can feel a little bit of allergic when it's spring and so on, but it's not much, very little.
Okay. And how did you or how or when did you get the compromise of practicing like 6 days a week?
It was actually not until 10 years ago.
10 years ago only?
Yes, because in the beginning I had my small children, and I was standing out here in the hallway doing my practice in the evening when they went to bed, and they heard me singing mantra and they fall asleep. So it was like 3 days for a few years, and then it was 4 days, few years, and then it was 5 days, few years, and then it took quite long until from 5 days to 6 days, that was quite difficult to step up. So I have done it for 10 years now, 6 days a week.
And during the first period of your practice, did you do primary or only primary for 10 years?
Primary for I don't remember how long. I think it was. I think I did it maybe a year, primary series, because you need to build up. You need to build the strength, because I had a teacher here that is Patabe Joy's student, and she was really hard on me. She said, no, you're not ready. So I had to continue doing my primary series and wait for my asana to come. She told me when I was ready. So I was not allowed to just do another asana by myself. I was waiting for her.
And do you think this is the correct way Ashtanga works? Because many people say it is too rigid, it is boring doing the same sequence every day, year after year. And for a long-term practitioner as you, what is your experience? The system works in the long term?
Yeah, I think this is the right way to do it, because it is good to be bored. It is good to it is good
Yes, yes.
And when you are really bored, and after when you are really, really bored, it goes over. And then suddenly, when you don't expect, the teacher comes to you and give you a new asana. So it is like when you are ready, it is both physically and mental, and also spiritual, because you need to adapt all the practice in your body, and it is really hard work for the body, the organs, and it is, yes, Leslie. Yeah. Sorry, I have to see.
Yes, yes,
It is really, yeah, it's good to not be in a rush, because we will hurt ourselves. We will hurt, and that is also what you and me were talking about yesterday. It is a lot about not wanting to do the asanas, many asanas, because you need to be where you are, both here, and it physically.
and this is the most difficult thing, because all
Yes.
want to go farther and
Yes,
give me
because you
more
want
and
to,
give me more, give me more.
yeah, because you see the neighbor next to you on the mat, and
Yes.
she has funny stuff, and you want that too. And when you want too much, you get hurt. So it's like someone is
Yes, and
so,
not everybody is ready to get that in the
no,
face. No, no,
no,
no,
no,
not everybody is.
no.
It's difficult to
Actually,
accept, but yes, yes, tell.
yeah. You disappeared. What did you say?
No, that I said that it's difficult to accept that. That
Yes, yes.
it's
And
like,
that is also because if you follow the system, and if you really listen to your teacher, you are what do you call it? Vad heter ödmjuk? Andrew? Humble.
yes, humble.
Towards yourself and to your teacher. You will keep healthy, keep your body strong, and you won't get hurt. Of course, I have pain in my body almost every day, a little bit.
But just soreness, maybe soreness.
Not pain, soreness, but
Yes.
that is a way. I like it.
And
feel like you have done something.
and how do you keep the compromise for so long? The discipline, the everyday unrolling your mat and be with yourself. How do you think is the key for doing it?
It's like, for me, it is a way to wake up, a way to start the day, and I'm not the same person without it. I don't know. I think you have to be in that. I think we Ashtangis are very special people. I think you need to be a little bit, to
Yes.
be on the mat every day. Purpose, yes.
Yes, purpose.
Yes. Yeah. You even those days that are very heavy for you to even wake up to go.
Handle.
Yes. You know that every day you feel the same happiness in your body when you have done your practice. So
yes.
that is everything. So even those days when you feel like, no, I don't feel like this, I roll out my mat and I don't think about the whole practice I should do. I think about I think about first asana, I do it, and then second asana, I do it. So I don't think about, am I going to do this for 2 hours now? Oh my God, that I can't take it.
Yeah.
Then it gets heavy, of course. So it's better to just start. It's like brushing teeth.
That's the key.
Just every day.
Just start and let yourself be carried away by the energy and the flow and the moment, being very present with each breath, with each movement, and not looking ahead at all the asanas you have in front of you.
No. Exactly. And don't push yourself. Don't push be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
That we have big difficulties to be kind to ourselves, I think. I had a teacher that told me, you don't use 100%, use 80%.
80%.
Yes, that is good for me to know, to think about, because I can do 110 sometimes, and then I get so it is better to just step down a little bit. And
yes.
What do you think?
Yes. No, well, I totally agree with you. And my internal fight that I have is just being every day on my mat, breath by breath, because I know that is what I tell to my students, that with no expectations, just breath by breath, movement, but it's something that I live in me every day, because every day I see all the things that I have to hours my practice.
Yeah.
But no, this morning I unrolled my mat and I did primary only. And I was thinking about only doing standing poses, maybe half primary. Then I managed to finish to split primary. But it was like super nice, breath by breath, super conscious. Because on Sundays, for me, it's quite hard to, because I normally rest on Saturdays. And on Sundays, sometimes it's to do my full practice again. So I go very slow. I totally agree with you. And there's so many misconceptions about the Ashtanga system thing. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, so that you, through your experience, share with us how do you do it. And because all the people say, see your abilities, your strength, but the people who have had the luck of being with you in person, we witness that beautifulness, love, calm, and wow, that produces being with you, in touch with you. And this is, and maybe this is because of the practice too.
You get I think the first feeling I got when I came into the practice and into my system, it was like, it was not so many problem life, you know. It was not so, it felt like, why do people argue, and what are they talking about? Why can't they, you can be, all of us are different. We don't need to argue about different things, you know. If you have different thoughts, keep them like that. It's nice. So instead of, you know, you get more positive like a person, I think, with the practice. And as well, I lost what I was going to say now.
And how do you leave the practice after at your age? Because you are in third series, which is like super advanced, physical demanding state of asana now. And this morning I was rereading the Yoga Mala, the Batavi Joyce, and I go through the chapter which says that after 50 we must slow down the asana practice and do another things. And how do you manage it? How do you think? How do you do it?
Actually, I think I was like 45, 47, 45 when my teacher, when I regularly went to her doing my practice a few days a week. I didn't go 6 days a week to my teacher because I live outside Stockholm, so it's quite far for me to travel, and I needed to be at home with my family. So she told me, because she was a little bit older than me, she told me, no, you don't have to do that now. We are getting old. And I was like, what? No, I don't want to get old. Not. I am old here, but not physically. So then I continued by myself at home, not because of that, because of she sold her place, and she moved outside Stockholm, so we didn't meet so much. But I went to my a man that helps me keeping my body healthy. He gives me green stuff I drink and a kinesiolog. Yeah. So
Yes,
and
yes, yes, yes.
I asked him, do I have to back up my practice now? Do I have to limit it? Do I have to stop somehow? No. Why should you? He said. It's mindset, it's what we are doing with it. So if you want to continue and if you want to get stronger, you do it. And it's just keep on doing. But what I can feel now, it's like, but it was like that 20 years ago too. It's, you need to keep it fresh. It's like a fruit. You have to, you have to keep it going,
Yes,
And
yes.
I mean, actually, I feel as well, I need more core strength.
Core strength.
Yes, with the year. And I need, because I like it too. I love it.
We see it, that you love it.
But it is as well. I have, sometimes I need to put it into not into my practice, but I do it after my practice. I do some extra work, and I didn't do that before. 10 years ago, I was only doing the Ashtanga. I do the core work. I do a little bit of a stretch, but not so much, because that takes time, and we don't want to spend all day on our mat, do we? Just half.
No, the thing is that it's enough 6 days a week, or 7 days a week. Yes, because there are like many opinions, like saying like the people who says that that it's not convenient to complement the practice with another physical activities, that the practice is enough by itself, that the drills and the complementary work is of not use. And as you say, I think it depends of the age and of the person who is practicing. It's something personal. Maybe some people need to do an extra work for strengthening their core or opening their shoulders. Other people don't need that, and it's okay.
It is, because you have to feel how your body feels. For example, I can't go out jogging because then I can't practice. So, and I know many people does that kind of stuff. They are jogging, they are going to the gym. I haven't been at the gym for 30 years, I think.
Neither do I.
So,
I've never been in the gym, never.
No. It's like, oh, no, I don't like it. But if you like it, do it. But it is, I think it's, because I believe in the system of Ashtanga Yoga, I think that is enough. With some complements like core, hanging in the stall bar.
Or working your shoulders or your back or whatever.
Open and, more like a more kind practice to your body to help the practice, because it is what I can see when we are out having workshops. People want to know the quick way to come to that point.
I want to be you, and I want to do it like you.
There is no quick way. I also want to, it's like my pose today. I did a Vrishikasana with my hands down, and that comes and goes, and I work so hard with it. I will never be able to put the toes there. I am here, I am there. It's okay. So it's like you have to accept and just continue and be nice to yourself. And if you are that, your body will be strong and without injuries.
And without injuries, that's very important.
Yes. Because when my teacher, she always said, when I it hurt somewhere, she always said, every time she said, something is opening.
Yes, I
It's
know
like,
it. I know it.
thank
It
you very
depends.
much.
It depends on the pain. Depends
Yeah,
of the pain. There are pains and pains, opening
yeah,
pains and injury pains, and you have to be like very sensitive to that
yeah,
information as
yeah.
well. But it's
It's like
wonderful
you
to.
shouldn't be too afraid. You shouldn't be too afraid to feel the pain, because it's like you can go a little bit further than what you think yourself. You know what?
My
Do you
yes,
understand?
yes. My teacher says that good things in life
Yeah.
come with pain.
Yes.
Not only in the yoga practice, that good things
Exactly.
in life
It's like
come
where
with
we
pain.
are now. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It's like where we are now. This crazy world. It will be something good
yes,
from this pain. Yes.
yes, of course, of course. And are you noticing, because of the hormonal changes of the age, maybe you are in perimenopause or in menopause, or are you noticing in your, I don't know, joints and muscles or something? Is
No, I haven't got into my menopause yet, and I look at my mom and my sister, and they were in my age when they got it, and but also I think they had hormones, so
mm-hmm.
and they don't exercise,
Well,
so
well, it's
I can't
different. It's
compare to
different.
them,
Hmm.
but I feel like this will make my menopause much easier. So I hope when I get there that I won't feel it. Just go through it.
I have a colleague who went. She's like 52, I think, or 53 as well, and she's an Ashtanga companion of the Shala I practice.
Yeah.
And she told me that the menopause she didn't notice anything.
No.
That it went away and
Yeah.
like that everything was normal and she didn't notice anything. And she has been practicing for quite a year.
Yeah.
She's in second series and very very good. Everything went
Yeah.
okay, no problem at all.
I believe that this helps us with the menopause, and I don't think I can feel it as I think it's the same for me, as because you know your body, you can feel everything in your body.
Yes.
You know when it's coming and you can feel it. You are heavy, you have no balance, but as soon as it starts, you have to rest. I have to rest, but
Hmm.
I'm just doing slowly movements or stretch, or no, nothing upside down, because that is not so healthy for you to do too much inversions when you have your period,
Mm-hmm.
and because it stops the flood. Just
Mm-hmm.
flood.
Yes, it's a panic. It's a panic movement. It's a
Yes.
solution, a detox. We are detoxifying during our period,
Yeah.
and the period it's a moment of dissolution, of
Yes. Yeah.
diluting the energy and detoxifying ourselves. And the
Yes.
practice with the bandhas and with all the pranic energy we move up with our
Yes.
practices
Yes.
go against that
Yeah.
natural
Yeah.
movement that we must honor and respect that
Yes.
moment.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We need to respect it,
Yes,
really, and yes, honor it.
honor it.
Yes,
Yes,
and
yes,
be
yes,
happy
yes.
for it.
Very, 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 very happy.
Yeah.
Um, how do you because we see you play a lot with your handstands. You are a handstand lover,
Yeah.
and we are told that, well, you are very advanced in the series to not to do handstands and things like that when we are not maybe at the end of the second series, because maybe our shoulders go too rigid or that they are not that convenient. What do you think about it? We can
But
play around with handstands as well, or just
it's a
wait.
tricky, it's a tricky question. I I didn't start my handstand practice like this until definitely not before back then, when I was ready with my second series, yes, I did. But and then when I started to do this, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I always do it where it's supposed to be in my practice and in the end. And when I start playing around with it, I have done my practice. I can do it. I can do it before the finishing sequence. But the thing is, if I do it before the finishing sequence, my finishing sequence will be very short because I'm out of time. So what the question, yes, I think it's good to build strength. It's really, this is really tricky.
Because in my case,
because everyone wants to do handstands. Yes, they want to. But I think it's really important to have a teacher when you, or really feel your body, what is right for you. Use the wall. Don't push yourself. Do it after your practice if you haven't, if you're not through second series, yes, but do it after practice. Never do it when you're cold. Always do it when you're warmed up. Yes, and we need to be really careful with our shoulders, because the wrists are they're so sensible. And actually I got hurt, like I don't want to talk about it. Before I didn't want to talk about it, but now it's okay, because it was like, my God, I'm old enough to understand that I did wrong. I went out in the garden, and I wanted to do a video, post on Instagram, and I got hurt because I wasn't warmed up. So it's stupid to do those kind of things. You have to be aware of how your body feels. And yes and no, I think. It's good to build strength. But when you follow the sequence, you have to wait.
Yes. I understand, because I know that I asked you this very same question when we were together in Madrid like 1 month ago, because I have like super rigid shoulders. I have like an issue here with it. And you told me for us older people, you can do it, but it takes longer. That's the only thing. And I asked you about the handstand thing, and I remember that you told me that it was good to strengthen.
Yes, for my practice, it was really good to do all those handstands. Actually, it has been good. But if you are in the first series and you still open up, Manishyasana A, B, C, they are really put a lot of pressure on the arms. Also Kurmasana, Utthita Kurmasana. When you come through there, you can start playing with it. And as well, when you have a workshop, I love to help up people in Prasarita Padasana, in the last one in D, because then you can because you also that was one thing that my teacher in Spain, Natalia Paisano, she always did that with us, and it really wakes your bandha up. You have to squeeze it together. So it's a really good place to both find your strength in your arms and lift up your hip. And so that is something I like to work with on a workshop, because then we can play around a little bit.
Yes. And it feels really nice. Yes.
And then when you have done that, you feel like a smile on your face.
Yeah, that's for sure. Just 1 second. Somebody asked if we are practicing today, because this past week I did a live class here. Not today, there is no live class. Not next week, only by Zoom. The information is in my profile. So we are chatting with Lotta. We have that we are so fortunate to having her today here with us. So I I was about to ask. Somebody asked if there was what happens when you don't have a teacher, because I don't know if people know that your teacher today is a Spanish teacher.
Yes.
From Mallorca.
Yes.
Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, she. If I ask her, she, you know, first of all, first I had Gita, a Swedish teacher, and then I had Natalia, and she was here, living here in Sweden, and then she moved, and so we visit her, and we practice with her, and I am still asking when I'm going forward. It's like difficult for me because I don't have a teacher here. So to get a new asana, I am still very careful. So last time I asked her, is it okay if I continue? You know, and she was like, what? You know best. You know best. So,
but you are like so respectful with that one, with the tradition, and I want that everybody knows that, because maybe people who doesn't know you thinks like you are like a superhero going upside down the whole day and doing your funny stuff and things. And no. Lotta is a super traditional Ashtanga practitioner for all those years, following the system in a traditional way.
Yes.
Under the guide of her teacher, who is now Natalia. And I want to make that point clear so that people don't mix things.
No. That is really exactly how it is. You know, and I never skip. It's like I never leave one asana out because I don't feel like doing it. I do it. And if I don't want to do more, I stop there, not jump over it, do it, you know. So it's because I know the system works.
And for me, it's super important to send that message for a long-term practitioner like you, a woman of 53 years old. There are not that many women practicing for that long time, and it's a wonderful opportunity to see the effects of the practice in a long-term situation, and following the traditional system, not playing with whatever I want to do. I feel like doing, no, I skip back bends, no, I skip core work, I skip hips. No, doing the sequence as it is, as the tradition says.
Everything it has a reason. Every asana is built up to move forward to the next one. So if you follow the system and you are just stay there, do it. You will come so far in your practice when you are in my age, because many starts earlier today than they did when I started. So I see many 22-year-old girls and boys that starts, and they just want to continue to develop new asanas, and it's like stop.
There's no hurry.
Take it easy. You will get bored if you get too many asanas from the beginning, bored and injured.
And what do you think about people like me starting the practice at 44, like I did?
Perfect. You have a beautiful practice, Almudena. You have a really beautiful practice.
Thank you.
And I think it's never too late. It's never too late. I think it's very heavy to start when you are 50, because if I should start now, it's like, oh my God.
But you would do less.
Sorry?
No, but I think that you would do less asanas, maybe just sun salutations and standing poses and a few seated poses, and you would get the same benefits of the system, the internal cleaning and the internal cleaning.
Yeah, because the whole standing postures sequence in Ashtanga Yoga is brilliant, and the first 3 seated postures are also very good, you know. So I think if you practice like 40 minutes Ashtanga yoga, very gentle, as a 50-year-old, 60-year-old, you will manage to keep it. You will clean your body, you will clean your organs, and you will get strong, much stronger. And it's like my other teacher said when I started, we will be able to walk into our bathtub without, help. So
Yeah.
that is also things that I remember she said. It was so strange.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I remember Petri Raisanen, that you
Yes,
know him.
yes, he's
Tell,
also a friend and very good teacher of mine.
I've been looking for him online, but I don't think he's doing anything these
No,
days online. No.
no. It's not. He's not so much on social media.
No, and it's a pity because he's a
Yeah,
treasure as a
yeah,
teacher. He's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah,
But I thought maybe now that things are going like super crazy,
yeah,
he went crazy as well and are putting his workshops online. But no. And I remember he told us that his eyes, oh well, let me know, mother-in-law, the
yeah.
mother of his wife.
Wambui, yes,
Yes, well, the mother of Wambui was
yes.
doing second series,
Wow.
and she was like 70 something, only skipping Kapotasana,
Yeah,
but she was
that
doing second series. Yes,
that is amazing. I haven't heard that actually.
yes,
That is
yes,
really
yes.
amazing. That will be me when I'm 74.
Hopefully me as well.
Yes,
Hopefully I
we
have two
speak.
options: be together in Kapotasana forever and ever, and be stuck there like forever, or
Yeah.
maybe my teachers decide that in the end, poor girl, you have had enough with this. Let's move on. I
No,
don't
but
know.
you will, Almudena, you will love Kapotasana. It's a relationship. It is a relationship you have to get with the Kapotasana. I was so scared in the beginning. I was really scared.
Just 1 second. Ana
Yeah.
Portillo is laughing because she is in the in the same point as me. We have the
Ah,
same issue with
yes,
Kapotasana,
yes. I
and
was
she knows
there.
what.
Yeah, I was there too. I was there too, and I was terrified. I started to think about my Kapotasana on my first sun salutation. Before
Me
I
too.
got into the
Me
second series,
too.
it was like, oh. So, but after, it was actually Petri that said to me, because I got help with the Kapotasana, I didn't like it. I want to do it by myself because
I
it
have the
feels
same
like,
this. I
yeah,
have the same thing. I
yeah,
got like froze when I got help. When I'm in my
yes,
own, I walk what I can.
yes, yeah,
I go, but when I got help, it's like no, 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 no.
yeah. You get scared
Hmm.
when somebody wants to push you in. That's why I'm really careful with pushing much, because I know
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
feeling of
Hmm.
not, because you get a little bit panic in your shoulders and your chest. So he was the one who told me, when I was working a lot with it, to come into my feet, my toes. He told me to walk in and stay, walk in and stay. So take time. Sometimes it takes me 2 minutes to do the Kapotasana. That is quite
Hmm.
long. And then I think also to build a lot of strength in your legs.
Totally.
When you do it, you don't have to build strength with the other things. It's
But
like,
with yes.
it's good to think about the legs when you do it. You do the drop backs, the Urdhva Dhanurasana. So start through the whole practice with your legs, and also take the time to hang there in your Kapotasana, and don't just accept. Actually, today,
And the thing,
yeah, today,
what? Yes.
about Kapotasana, I did Kapotasana once, and I never do it. And then I asked Andrew, can one do it twice? I asked him to get. And he was
To
like,
get
what?
permission.
Yes.
No,
So I
I
do it
actually
twice
do
a
it.
day.
I actually do it
Yeah,
like twice, because first time I go down and I only push with my hands and strengthen my
yeah,
arms. Second times I walk as far as I can. And the third time my body has warmed enough to go a
yeah,
tiny bit farther. And
yeah,
now it is working because I don't have the teachers to help me now. Only the indications that they
yeah,
give me.
yeah.
So, and which posture, aside from Kapotasana, has been for you the hardest to go through, or the more transformative for you? Which one has been?
Vrishikasana, my
Oh,
scorpion. I think that is because Mayurasana was never a problem for me. Actually, it was strange. It's strange because I can see old pictures. I was super flat from the beginning, and now
like
I am more, you know, yeah, like ooh.
what?
So no, it is. I think it was Vrishikasana. My back bends are, and my upper back is quite stiff. So that is tricky. That is the
But
worst part, but it is the best part. Yeah, because
yeah,
afterwards
because
you feel so.
it's so beautiful. What I love the most about this system is the perfect balance between a strength and flexibility. A
Yes,
strength and flexibility.
yes,
You can have one without the other, and they
yeah.
go together. You can be very flexible without the strength. You cannot be very strong without flexibility, and that's why it's so beautiful, and the lightness
That
of
is
it.
Ashtanga Yoga. That
Yeah,
is
and
Ashtanga
it's
Yoga.
yeah,
Both,
and that's
both,
why I'm in love with that.
yes, yes. Both having the strength and the flexibility. That is because also when I do the pike press, when I do the handstand with pike press, it is, if I've done a lots of back bends before, it's much harder for me to do it. So
Yeah,
you need to have the balance in the practice, and that
between
is what we get
softness and
into the,
strength.
yes, yes, yeah,
And I love it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
yes, yes.
And
What
well,
is your worst? What is your worst?
my
uh,
words now, it's obvious.
Kapotasana.
Kapotasana. Well, I have a lot of problems with all that have to do with arms. All
Yes,
that it's involved with my arms. Bhujapidasana, Supta Kurmasana. I remember Supta Kurmasana was like, what is
yeah,
this in my life? It took me like 2 years to be able to grab my hands by
yeah,
myself.
yeah,
2 years.
mm,
And 2 years to jump back from Bhujapidasana without placing one foot on the floor.
yeah,
I'm like a super slow learner, super slow.
yeah. But
Pasasana was like, what?
yeah,
Where are my hands?
yeah,
And now Kapotasana for me,
yeah,
my back is quite stiff as well. So all that involves back bending and arms for me is a challenge. And that's
yeah,
why the practice works so well for me, because it's like strengthening the good part, strengthening the weaker parts of me,
yeah, yeah.
giving
The
more strength
practice
to my
fits your
arms,
body.
mobility. Yes, my back it's
Yeah,
like this. It's like super
yeah,
straight. So
yes,
I have very little movement in my low back, and the
yeah,
practice is helping me to open, and it's like super beautiful seeing, like, after the months
yeah,
and years where you believe
yeah,
that there were no movement at all or no space at all, you start to see the changes and the space.
yeah. Amazing.
Because my battery is going without.
Yeah,
My phone is dying at this moment. Well, and for me it's very transformative because it puts me in front of all my limitations, but it puts me in
mm.
front of all my capacities as well.
Yes, yes, yes. It is. It is. It does.
And that's why
It's a
with practice and with this system.
Now
So, well, my dear Lotta,
yes,
I think that we could be
that's
talking
why
like
that's why I
forever.
had
Sorry,
yes,
the connection went. Can you repeat?
yes,
I love you.
yes.
We love
I
you.
just said yes.
And
Love
I think that
you.
we could, like, can we do this again, not quite soon again, because I think that it's very
Yes,
informative,
yes, yes,
all the things that you tell us,
yes.
and
Yeah,
I
we
love
have
to
to
talk with
talk
you.
about more. We have to talk about because we didn't continue about third series and being in my age. We can take that next time. Next time we can talk about that.
Oh,
Yes, we do that. We
okay.
have a new
We'll do that.
chapter. Yes,
Yes,
and
yes, we
I
will
love
do.
you all that has been into this chat. Yes.
Love you. Thank you very much to all the people. Thank you.
Thank
See
you
you
all the
soon.
people. See you soon.
Take care. Take care.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye.